What's up everyone, welcome, my name is MT Major and welcome to some more Kerbal Space Program. Now because I am a really smart and professional YouTuber, I forgot to put on my mic while making 4 episodes of Kerbal Space Program, believe it or not. So, for episode 2, we'll actually go through 4 episodes. So these are 4 episodes of Kerbal Space Program. I'll tell you guys what my plans were and what I was doing and what my plans are for the future Kerbal Space Program. However, these are 4 episodes that I've done without me talking and just some mouse movements and stuff like that. So I was creating the first Kerbal like manned spacecraft right here, and believe me, this video will go over within a jiffy. I'll just really quickly explain to you guys what I was doing. But I was creating a spacecraft that had people in it. I don't want to send it around the planet Kerbal as a station. Now we launched this vehicle up into the air, and we did a successful mission of getting it around the orbit, and eventually I wanted it to boost back to Earth and land safely. That's why I got a parachute on it. Now the next episode we kind of take a look at a big adventurous ship that could go in to the moon or around the moon. That was the idea. So we shot this ship up. Everything went extremely well, to my amazement, and we got it into space at a decent orbit, I'd say. And then I wanted to kind of, point it towards the moon. Turns out we completely missed it, and now 3 people are lost in space orbiting the moon, the sun. So we have to do a evacuation mission in the future. Now I was making a lander that would fit on top of this rocket to successfully go to the moon. It's called the Moo Base, which is a moon utility base Orion. We shot it to the moon, and as you can see, everything goes well, but then unfortunately we crashed as well. Now I made a amazing booster. This booster is actually called, it has a name and I used it multiple times. It is called the Moon Booster. So I shot it up into the air with the Moo Base Orion on top of it, and we got it to the moon really close, and we landed the Moo Base. So now we have a moon base. Yay! And it's on the moon. Everything works. People walk there. We set up a little flag. Time for cookies. Now we've arrived at part 5 that I made, so now that you guys are up to date, let's continue with episode 2. What's happening everyone? Welcome, my name is MT Major. Today, we are taking another look at Kerbal Space Program. Now we've launched a couple of stuff into space already, and in the tracking station we can see that we got at least one GPS satellite around. We got a Elite 1 space station, we have people on the moon, and we have people surrounding like a planet, the sun, which is kind of sad actually. So here we are, the creation that I ended up with. 2 hours of completely and utterly working on this thing. So what is it? What are we looking at? Interesting question. It is a single stage heavy transport vehicle for high orbit. So I actually wanted to make it for low Earth orbit, but you can actually create this and use it for high orbit. Now what is this weird curvature? I placed a curvature there so according to my logic the payload won't stick out too much and will not cause any disturbance. It seems to work quite well. So this is the payload. We also have a little bay that we can open, and in this bay we can put another payload. Now we do have the little fin that sticks out a little bit, but that's alright. So this is the bay that we can use as well for a payload in the future. We have a docking port, so we can actually dock stuff. We have parachutes. Now how it works, I shoot it up with all of these heavy what are they called, jet engines with the air intakes, and then I use these 2 gigantic liquid fuel engines that cause a lot of thrust, and I use that to kind of catapult it into the atmosphere. when these don't work anymore, I kind of use these to push it a little bit further. When I go down, it starts spinning in the re-entry. Starts spinning very fast. Everything will hold up because that's what it did last time, and I will deploy the parachutes and I will burn, and then I should be fine. And I should land. So that's how this thing works. Let's try it out. Alright, engaging the RCS and the SAS. Putting the throttle to max. Jet engines, as you can see, this is what I call the rainbow of death, because you know, you can imagine if you're standing in that. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. Alright, now give a little bit of extra boost. Look how much fuel we have left because of the jet engines. They're very fuel efficient. So as you can see, we can put this extremely high. We just need like 10% of fuel for the burn, so we can put it quite high into the atmosphere. Let's let's just keep it at this. All right. So let's move up to the designated area that we want to be in. Alright. And we let go of our payload. Now we will move to our payload. And we will actually activate the engines on this thing. And like that, we can set a course for this payload. Now, I should actually do it before we go down. That is a pretty big mistake of me, because now I have to do something else. We're just gonna put it up here, so so it has the time to get out. The only downside is that this is gonna take extremely long, and I haven't actually tried the payload yet. You know, because now the whole thing has to turn around, which is stupid, but you know, that's what happens. I haven't actually tried the payload yet, so yeah, that's kind of stupid, isn't it? Now we're behind the apoapsis again. Now we just gotta set our course quite far into. I can only imagine that we kind of have to do this now. If we want our, now we have to kind of replot, because our course is all jacked. Oh, what the hell? But like that, go back to where we were. Kind of. Yeah, the whole plot is jacked. Damn it. You know what? Let's just do it on eyeball. Now it starts spinning. Okay. Okay, that, you know what? It's a fail. Whatever. We just want this thing to land. That's the mission for today. Because this video isn't gonna take much too long anyway. Today we just made the ship. We know the ship works. We just gotta figure out the cargo to make the cargo work. You know, we can also put the cargo in here. We can I don't know. We can do a lot of things with the cargo, but we just gotta make sure that the cargo works. That the ship works before we can work on the cargo. Now this is going to be quite the hassle. We are going to put it down with the time warp, and we're gonna enter the atmosphere. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a lot of heat damage, but the vehicle's gonna spin, right? That's at least what happens last time. So now we just gotta do that a little bit. Okay, so now we're entering the atmosphere. Now this should hold up. These things should go on after. Now we're engaging the spin that I told you guys about. The spin is quite brutal, but the vehicle should actually hold it up. And we're gonna end the spin. Engines, but the ship should either stay up or it should fall down on its belly perfectly. Look at that. So the ship works. It works perfectly the way I hoped it would. So yeah, I mean, I'm baffled really, because it's such a weird idea, but it works. And we can now put a cargo under here, or put it in the cargo bay. We can kind of maybe change the vehicle's appearance, or change like small things. We have some wheels here. We can take those off, because obviously we don't have wheels anywhere else anymore. We can, for example, maybe I don't know. We can do a lot of things with this model now. But this is the model. This works. This is fine. And I'm really happy about that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe,